again welcome you guys into a little glimpse of what our vacation consisted of. But now we want to transition to our hot topics, and today's hot topic is about retirement and spending responsibly when you're on vacation. Okay, so I'm gonna kick it off because the hat is out the bag now, or rabbit is out the hat now, but I just recently retired. And it was a huge accomplishment to be this young and be retired and have enough money to live forever and never work again. Okay, that's called financial independence. Okay, when you make so much money or have so much money that you never have to work again. On that front, Chicago was a part of the plan of just celebrating that, of course, with my guys and their wives. And then it led me into just talking to you guys briefly about the importance of spending responsibly when you're on vacation. I couldn't get to this level of wealth being reckless, stunting, doing all this kind of stuff. And so one thing that stood out was just how just living within your means, or not splurging too heavy, even though you have the means to do so. Okay, we're not stingy in a sense, and we'll bless anybody. However, you don't just go reckless and go crazy just because you're out of town or you're trying to show off. And so one thing I want to say is spend responsibly, guys. If you go on a trip, have a budget, have things that you know you have set aside, that you have worked for to build, and only spend that amount that you allotted for, okay? Because you still got to come back. Those of you that still living regular lives, you got to still come back and pay bills. You got to still come back and pay rent or your mortgage or whatever it may be. And you don't want to have load all that money on one vacation, okay? So the key thing that stood out about us was, again, just living even kill life, spending responsibly, and just making sure that you live and stand within your means.
Just to touch on the being fiscally responsible, you know, you'll hear us talk about going to Uggs and all these different stores and Nordstrom's and Marshall's and TJ Maxx and Polo and all these different places we would have went to, but a lot of that's just window shopping. I know me and my wife went down to Chicago and we spend the most money on eating. Like, don't get it twisted. You still a tourist, you know what I mean, downtown Chicago. Those prices are gonna be inflated. So, it's, you know what I mean, you gotta make smart buys. Like, again, even though we going in all these stores, we not going crazy, like you said. Even though if you have some money, you know what I mean, you don't have to spend it. Especially not frivolously, you know what I mean? Have a good time, but
again, I think we all did that. I think we did a good job of one person get the bill this time, or this person get the bill next time, splitting stuff down the middle 3 ways. And again, and that's how you get there, guys. It's one bite of the apple at a time. It's not a get rich quick ordeal. It's just making good decisions after good decisions, time after time, no matter how much you go travel. And like I say, I was the guy that was able to retire early, but I didn't sacrifice how I lived. We didn't not travel to save more. No, we still continue to do everything we always did. Of course, we may have did it in moderation, but we didn't compromise our way of living for those things. Okay, so I think that's key in terms of that. And then just remembering, like we said, as part of this hot topic, remember to, again, live responsibly and spend responsibly.
Yeah, spending smartly, that's huge in itself, because this is my thing, and that's how I tell my wife is, you know, let's be disciplined throughout the week. So when we go on these vacations, we can splurge a little bit, because not really splurging a little bit from a shopping standpoint. We're not big shoppers, but we like to eat. So let's splurge a little bit eating, you know, because you're going to spend a little more money than eating than normal. So let's live a disciplined life. So when those vacations comes, we can spend a little extra. So we did some shopping. The piece with the shopping is, I look at it like this. Okay, I'm a discount shopper. I don't even like shopping. You know what I mean? I have to shop because, you know, I'm starting a new job and different things of that nature. I got to make sure that I'm clean. But guess what? I got 3 pairs of shoes for $110. You can't go nowhere to get 3 pairs of shoes for $110. You know what I mean? So you won. You know what I mean? I won. I wanted these other shoes. They was $80. I was like, nah. You know what I mean? They was Kohan, but they was legit. But they was $140, but it was $80. I was like, no, I can't spend this. You know what I mean? So definitely being disciplined about that as well. So, and you have to be smart, because it's easy when you go in these big cities it's easy, man, to spend money, man.
Yeah.
It's so easy because it's so much stuff to do.
There's so much money being spent around you as well.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
true.
Like that, you know, them cash registers, they stay ringing. They stay opening up. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably one of the biggest temptation of having money. Like we started a Rolex store.
Exactly.
I can go buy that whole store out. It take discipline
To be like, I'm good.
to
I
not
don't
walk
gotta
in
go
there and do
there.
that. You know what I'm saying? The Cartier store over next door.
Right next door.
Right there.
And all my yays, all my shades is yays. And so again, that kind of stuff takes discipline to not go in there and buy clear everybody out and take everything that's in there. So I think CB hit a good point. But I think again, that's just being rooted and anchored in humility first and foremost, but being anchored in terms of just knowing, man, we ain't gotta get bent out of shape on a vacation and get down here doing too much. We ain't in competition with nobody, ain't no piss and match. Even me and CB went out to Italian Village, and the guy was like, "What you guys here for?" And we was just like, "Man, we just kicking it." And then he's like, "My boy retired," you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to, in that moment,
Go nuts.
man, I'm buying everybody.
Bring all the bottles.
You know what I'm saying? We just played it cool, kept it humble, you know what I'm saying, did what we did and got up out of there, you know what I'm saying, and got back to the whole squad and finished out our vacation. So that's what it's about, man. And that's what we want to make sure that we project to you guys each and every episode that we come to you guys. So